We're gonna test that now. Clutch plate. And now to cut the do some men's work. We have a very special tool for this. We're gonna remove all parts. Are you ready? Hi our dear followers, today we are dealing with something that is the same but different. To explain you the differences and similarities of two 168mm LSD units from BMW, we will use carrier unit from E30 model and E36 model. These two units look exactly the same, but there are some differences which are really important when you're selecting some products of ours, some tuning components for 168mm differentials. So, two 168mm limited slip diffs, compatible for some tuning with RacingDiffs parts. This video is also dedicated to show you which set you should buy if you need to go to hill climb racing, to gravel rally, to circuit or track days, more as recreational type of driving, or purely street racing and street driving. So this video will show you which set to choose, how to install that set, and what you should do to get everything done properly. So starting with the differences first, to show you what is the details that those two differentials differ from. So if you take a closer look, this is E30 unit, this is E36 unit. The main difference is the design of the end cap of E30 and E36. So you can see that this cap is concave while this is convex. This one is stronger in the beginning, this one knows to crack. So this cap from E30 is the weakest point of this differential, because if you have a lot of horsepower, most likely you will end up breaking it. But pay attention that this cap is not bulletproof as well. It is a bit stronger than E30 design, but if you have more than 250 brake horsepower, then probably this one will break as well. But we have the solution for that. We will come to that next. Moving on to the further differences, which are really important in selecting RacingDiffs components. So to show that to you, we need to open both units. The internals of this one will go here. This is E30 again. This is E36, will go here. So beginning with E30. And removing the end cap. Here it is. Look how thin this material actually is. Really good for breaking it. Some spider gear shims. This is a preload shim. Upper part. One clutch plate, dog ear plate, pressure plate, spider gear, cross with small spider gears, bottom of the diff, again spider gear, ramp, pressure plate, and one more pressure plate, and small shims. This is for E30 differential. To clean some hands, and removing the cap now from E36 to show you differences. Bolts are the same, of course. We already showed the difference between the two caps. And again, two shims, preload washer, upper stack, no gear plate, clutch plate, pressure plate, and large spider gear. Again, cross pins with small gears, stack, and shims. So moving on to show you the further differences of these two differentials, beginning with clutch discs. We have here a clutch plate from E30 model, and this is designed from E36 model. So outer diameter is the same, as you can see, but inner diameter and spline count is different. Inner diameter on E30 is a bit smaller and it has 21 teeth, and this one is a bit bigger and it has 23 inner splines, inner teeth, so they are not interchangeable. Pay attention when you're ordering spare clutch plates. Dog ears as well, same story. Outer diameter is the same, teeth are the same, dog ears are the same, but inner diameter is not the same. So this is E30, E36. Again, difference: pressure cup, pressure plate, and this one, they have different design. As you can see, the radius right here is a bit different than this radius right here. Also, when you flip them, you will see inner diameter is different as well. So this is the difference as well, E30, E36. Spider gears, large spider gear, E30 and E36. Those teeth are the same actually, but this back design is different because of the pressure plate, of course, and the splines, outer splines for the clutch plates are different. This one has 23 splines, this one has 21. So this is the difference as well. Also, small spider gears are different shape, bit sharper than this one, you can see right here. So this is difference as well. Also, what is the same? The same is only bell wheel washers, preload washers, as much as you want to call them. So this is one and the only thing that is the same. I suppose you all want to know which parts are interchangeable, which parts you can swap if you break something on the E30 or E36. I will explain that as well. So if you break the cap on the E30, you can swap the cap from E36. So this part is interchangeable. The height of the cap is the same, so they fit properly. Clutches are not interchangeable. All those parts that you see right here are not interchangeable, so don't try to swap them. If you break a cross pin, you can use the cross pin from E36 and vice versa, so they are the same as well. We'll put them right here. Also, if you break the complete unit from E30 or E36, you can swap those units. So they both fit in both housing types. So E36 can be fitted in E30 or E30 can be fitted to E36. So this part is changeable, but you need to adjust backlash properly and the gear pattern. We showed you that in some of our previous videos. If you haven't seen it, then check on the suggested video tag right here, watch that video and learn how to swap the carrier units and the gear ratio. So moving on, now we're going to show you which components we have for refreshing those two differentials. Not only refreshing, but tuning it or upgrading it as well. So we're going to show you all our upgrades that we have and how to change the proper set. And now we prepared some upgrade bits for this type of differential. We're going to show you all of them, what they contain and how to choose the proper set for your application. As we already mentioned, we will work on E30 differential design, but we have the same sets for both designs of differentials. So we will just use E30 to show you all the components. We have series pack right here. We have stage 1, stage 2 and stage 3. Beginning with a series pack. Series pack is a simple clutch replacement set, and it contains 2 friction plates and 2 dog ear steel plates. We already explained the benefits of RacingDiffs clutch plates, but to say that again, we have thicker molybdenum ceramic anti-friction coating. Our clutch plates are perforated for better oil penetration, air and better cooling, and we have a bit harder dog ear steel plates, so you can expect better longevity of those parts. So this is a service pack. Right here you can use it for street application. If you're driving your car exclusively on the street, you're not visiting racetrack at all, then you can use only a service pack to restore the original performance. But if you want more, then you can begin with the stage 1. Stage 1 contains some stickers, as you can see, and again clutch pack, the same as this one, but as an extra it has a RAM saver shim. We already talked about RAM saver shim in the previous videos. You can just tap a suggested video tag to check 188mm LSD unit video. We told everything about RAM saver shim over there, and you have one extra bit which is really important. That is billet steel cap for this differential. Fits both E30 design and E36 design. Unlike the factory end cap, this one is made from billet steel, extra hardened for extra longevity. Unlike the factory cap, which is cast iron, unlike this one, which is billet steel. So this one is much stronger and better designed. This is a RacingDiffs cap. You have new bolts, high graded bolts. So this is what you get in stage 1. Then moving to the stage 2, what you get in, just to create some space. If you want even more performance than the stage 1, stage 1 is good for the combined usage, street driving and occasionally track visits. So track days enthusiasts, look for the stage 1. If you want more performance, more race and track oriented fellows, they will look for stage 2 upgrade pack, which is a bit different. You have 4 clutch plate set. Unlike service pack, which contains only 2 clutch discs and 2 dog ear plates, this one has 4, so number of clutch plates is doubled. Don't worry, it doesn't require any modification because they're a bit thinner, so they all fit in the same thickness as this one. You can see the thickness of the stack is the same, but only number and the frictional surface is doubled. Difference is that we provide a lifetime warranty on this clutch pack, so that is really good point of this stage 2. You have ramp saver shim. In this set you have adjusted preload shim set. I can open it to show you. So new preload shims. Pair of preload shims with adjusted thickness, so everything can fit properly. And at the bottom you have again billet steel reinforced cap. So this is what you get in the stage 2 pack. And just pack everything together so we can move on to the most advanced. This is the most advanced and the most race packed stage that we have, stage 3. This is something that E30 DTM car had from the factory, so something the most desirable for all race oriented folks that are driving rally or circuit racing or hill climb, any racing discipline. Just unbox everything. You have billet steel cap. Basically most parts are the same as the stage 3, but with one important difference. Clutch stack, preload shims as well, billet steel cap, and the main difference is that you get a pressure multi-variation ramp set. I will unbox it to show you, to open it. What is the multi-variation ramp set? This is our own pressure plate set, which has 3 different type of ramp angles. So you have, just to compare with the factory plate, factory pressure plate has only one ramp angle, design. This is 45 degrees, and our set has 3 different types: 30 degrees, 60 degrees, and 65 degrees. This is something that helps you to adjust your differential exactly according to your application. If you're driving hill climb or gravel rally, then you will look for asymmetrical type, the 1.5-way differential, which is 60 ramp angles. If you're using your car for drifting or sideways driving, anything like that, the most aggressive design is 30-30. And if you're using your car for grip driving, time attack, circuit racing, and so on, then you will look for 50-65 degrees ramp angles. So this is the most advanced set that we have, and now we'll show you how to install all those sets and how to adjust your differential according to your needs. As this stage 4 set is the most advanced and the most complex with the biggest number of parts, we will show you how to install it. And if you understand how to install the stage 3 with all its components, then you will easily understand how to install the rest of the sets, including the service pack. The beginning is small shims. The small one goes on the bottom. The spring shim for the spider gear, oriented like this. And then this is a oil shim for the spider gear, and it goes with the grooves facing up. And before I continue to tell you that we won't show it in this video, but please lubricate all parts well before you close the differential together, because otherwise maybe you will end up with premature clutch wear. So soak all parts in the oil during the assembly process. Moving on, spring shim, preload shim facing like this on the bottom side. Then one dog ear plate, one clutch plate, again dog ear plate, and the clutch plate. Difference between the stage 2 and the stage 3 is 4 clutch pack compared to the service pack and stage 1, which contains only 2 clutch pack, but the order of the plates order is the same. You begin with the dog ear plate and then clutch plate, so the order for the service pack and stage 1 is dog ear plate, clutch plate, while here we have double amount: dog ear plate, clutch plate, dog ear plate, and then clutch plate. So that is the main difference. Moving on to the pressure plates. And there is a difference between which is the lower and which one is upper. And now I'm gonna clarify that so you don't mix that. Make sure you don't mix it. Check for the 1.5 way for the 30-60 rump angle design. If this is your unit in the car, this is the forward direction of the moving of the vehicle. This 30-30 angles should face backwards like this. So if you watch through this hole, you should see this 30-60 rump angle design with the 30 arrow facing backwards. So when you split them, this one is lower, this one is upper. So putting down the lower pressure plate, the way down, spider gear. Make sure your spider gear passes through both clutch plates. Now you have 2 of them, so it needs to go all the way down like this. Cross pins with small spider gears, and now you should choose which rump angle set you will drive. So just to repeat, 30-30 rump angle drifting and the most aggressive racing, 30-60 something between, the gravel rally, the hill climb racing, and so on, and the 50-65 that is grid driving, time attack, circuit racing, and so on. Other one. Upper spider gear and upper pressure plate, and then beginning with clutch plate, dog ear plate, again clutch plate, dog ear plate, and at the end preload shim facing like this, like a cup. Or billet steel cap or factory cap, doesn't matter. Order is the same. So this spring shim facing like this, and oil shim for the spider gear like this. Hold it with your finger. Don't forget to orient those grooves with the grooves on the cap like this. And at the very end, tightening of bolts. Torque spec, that is something that we have as question from you guys the most frequently. Torque spec for these bolts is 40 Newton meters. You can use screw adhesive or not, it is up to you. If you're changing your differential setup frequently, then don't use screw adhesive, because you will have just to clean more and you will have problem to unscrew those bolts. So 40 Newton meters is enough. And now we show you all differences and all similarities between E30 LSD unit 168mm and E36, what can be swapped and what cannot be swapped. We show you what we have as upgrades for this 168mm LSD. So after watching this video, you're quite ready to order your best upgrade pack for your LSD differential. Before we close this video, I'm gonna announce next video that we are making regarding 168mm LSD from BMW. We're gonna reveal how to swap E30 or E36 168mm LSD into E21 housing. This is something that very few people in the world knows, and they keep quiet about it. We won't keep the quiet, we won't keep it as a secret. We will show you in the next video a step-by-step procedure and how to swap 168mm LSD into your E21 housing. So please subscribe, watch our YouTube videos, and follow us on the social media to stay updated and wait for the next video. Thank you for watching this, guys. Have a nice day.